Hello, everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And yeah, today's the day you guys are all waiting for, right? Wanting to find out about what is it Wednesday item. What was it all about? Well, we're going to get to that right off the bat here, because I've got some other things I want to show you too. And I got to get I got my notes with me in my pocket, but we'll get to this right now. All right. So we had quite a few guesses out there, and there was only 2 people out of the group who actually got the exact right name of what it is. So I can only accept those 2 names as entries. As the other ones, and I'll explain to you in a minute, the other people, their guesses were somewhat right, but not quite. Not good enough to say what is it. Okay? I hope that makes sense. If not, it will in a minute. So, here we are in the shop. And here is the item that I showed. It looks a little different, doesn't it? That's because this little item right here, this little knob, is what you turn to release it, okay? And I put the screwdriver tip back into it. Some people said it was a drill. That's absolutely wrong. It is not a drill, okay? The only thing that fits into the end of this is not a drill chuck. The only thing that fits into it is this tip, all right? You can't just stick any drill bit in there and make it work. It won't work. All right, so I've got a screw started into this piece of wood right here, just so I can show you how this thing works, because we decided we were going to start doing that, right? Okay, so this goes into the slotted screw type tip like that. And this is back in the day before Phillips screws. So what you do is you just push down on this like that, and you see it tightens the screw in. Okay, now if you want to take a screw out, this part, this big part right here, let me see if I can hold it with my hand. Yeah. Okay, so I turned this part, this knurled part right here, counterclockwise, and now it'll take the screw out if I do this. Okay. Now what the true name of this tool is, it's a Yankee. Okay. It's a Yankee screwdriver. But screwdriver alone is not what it is. It's a Yankee screwdriver. All right? And this is a screwdriver. It doesn't have any moving parts. You put it in the screw, and your hand turns the screwdriver. Okay? This thing has this special grooved shaft on it. One direction is for screwing the screw in, the other direction is for screwing the screw out. Now, you can also set this whole thing into the closed position and turn this lock nut right there, that lock nut my finger's on, and that holds it in place. Now, you can use this like a regular screwdriver. But it's still not a screwdriver as per se. It's a Yankee. All right? So Yankee was the correct answer. Screwdriver or drill was not the correct answer. And that's how it uses. Now that's an antique. They do have others. Here's a newer model right here. Okay? But this is the same thing. It just has the knurled part. The crisscross part is inside of here. but it still has the adjustment right here for going in or out, and you still push it like that to screw in or screw out a screw. So this is a newer style Yankee. That one is the original Yankee from way back in my dad's days, a long time ago. Yep. So you now know what a Yankee is, all right? And let me put my screwdriver back up here where it belongs so I know where it is. Now, nowadays, we use one of these. It's a lot faster. Push the button, take the screw out, push the button, put the screw in. And we use Phillips head screws, which are screws with a cross in the top. Okay. And in Canada, they actually use the square drive. Now, in the United States, they started making these screws so they can be either use a square drive or a Phillips tip. So a Phillips tip will fit that screw just like that, or a square drive bit. You can take this out, put a square drive bit in there. I don't think I have one handy here. Nope, doesn't look like it. I have plenty of all the different size Phillips tips, but no square drive tips available right here. Oh, wait a minute. Here's my kit right here. So there's a square drive tip. All right. So I could use that one or a Phillips in that type of screw. They're getting more and more advanced as time goes on. All right. So with that being said, I also, that goes up there. I also, when I was in town, I had to go pay my Home Depot card. It just made a minimum on it. But I picked up the male adapter I needed to finish this piece. And I got my glue and primer right here. And just in case, I got some red hot blue glue here. I prefer using the clear weld-on with the primer instead of the blue all-in-one. Just because I'm old-fashioned. So anyway, I'll get this put together. Then I have to do some math for the holes that I'm going to be drilling for the water to squirt out. Some will be squirting out this way, some will be squirting out this way. Okay, some down this side, some down that side. And what's the math I have to do? Well, the inside diameter of this pipe is a 1/2 inch. All right, so I have to figure out how many holes I'm going to drill completely for this side and this side combined. And then I have to figure out the size of the drill bit that I'm going to use. Like, will I use this 3/16 drill bit? Or would I use a 5/64 drill bit? Well, what you do is you multiply the diameter of this times the number of holes you want to drill, and you don't want to go over a 1/2 inch. Because if you do, then your holes will be too big and the water pressure will be too small, too light coming out of those holes. So you want to actually stay a little bit smaller than a 1/2 inch diameter, complete with all of the all of the drill holes added up together. They should come in at, I would say, 5/16 to 7/16 as a total, so that you get enough jet spray on there. All right. So just a little bit of engineering there to take care of. So I got one more thing I want to do, and we're going to take a little break here while I head over to do that, so you don't have to stare at the ground again. Okay, we're back on, and we're looking over in that corner there. That's because I got some setup there that's going to go for the Rumble video. So you'll have to look over onto the Rumble channel, G Bears Off Grid Ways on Rumble, and see what's going on over in that corner. All right, and I'm going to show you a couple of neat little tricks that I came up with, and I think you'll like them. Also, in my stand mixer over there, right now I've got bread dough rising, and not just regular bread dough, but pizza dough, because I'm making myself a pizza tonight, and that's going to be part of the other video. I'll be showing that on my Rumble video. So I want to thank you all for joining me today, and we'll be doing another What Is It Wednesday next Wednesday, which will be the 11th, and that'll be a couple of days after the 8th, which will be the live drawing for who won the first version of What Is It Wednesday. So I'm calling that one, there was 4 drawings on that and 4 different items. So I'm going to call those 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. And now we're on 2.1 was the one that we just looked at, was the Yankee screwdriver. So the next one, next Wednesday on the 11th, will be 2.2. And then on the 18th, be 2.3. On the 25th will be Christmas. So I may not do one that day. There's not going to be anybody really available to watch my video to give me answers, because they'll all be spending time with family. But if you guys want me to do it, let me know in the comment section below, and I will. If I don't get enough eyes for saying yes, let's do it, then I will pass it up and we'll do a makeup on Boxing Day or on the 27th, one or the other. All right. So, thank you for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.